Hey, good evening, everyone. And it's Saturday now, 12:30, 11:30 p.m. I'm sorry for dropping for today's session, first of all, because I had to go for something important. Right. Second, before I start, please manage with my voice. My earpiece are dead, right? So I don't know what happened with their batteries. It is not charging. So I'm just using my laptop microphone to record this video for you all. In this video, what I will do is I will tell you about all the entry methods. Um, First is how to buy using Dhamaka support, how to sell using Dhamaka support, how to buy using double Dhamaka, how to sell using double Dhamaka, and a normal entry method, right? So I will be sharing all these five images in the group. So before watching this video, make sure that you maybe take printout of these images or you can draw yourself in your notebook. So these images will look something like this, right? Let me move it here. Just a second. Yes, I hope you can see it on my screen now. So this is support formation. This is a resistance formation for Dhamaka cell setup. This is resistance formation for double Dhamaka cell setup. This is support formation for double Dhamaka Y setup. And this is normal entry method. Right. I have not discussed about volumes in these images, which I will tell you now. Everything was very clearly explained in my YouTube videos previously, but still I am recording this video for you because I'm not sure if you guys have revised it watching YouTube videos, and those videos are very long. It, I mean, they were sessions for 2 hours, which I did with many people, right, last year and this year beginning. But still, so I will keep this video specific to these entries so that you don't end up wasting your hours for entry setup. I will try to share how exactly these entries work uh, in all these methods, right? So make sure you see all these images, right? And understand how support form if we are looking for the Makabai, how resistance forms if we are looking for the marker cell, how resistance form if we are looking for double the marker cell, how support forms when we are looking for double the marker by, and the normal entry setup, which we will discuss, right? A very important thing is it is your primary responsibility to look for these setups near your point of action or point of control or your support or your resistance line which you have already formed in your chart. These marked resistance supports which we will draw again in the live chart while market is running. So these patterns should be forming either near your, I mean, if you are trying to buy, so this pattern should be forming near the lines you have already drawn on your chart, right? We have now a weekly identification method of stocks. We have daily identification method. We have monthly identification method. We have 3+2 pattern, right? So such formations of support or resistance of these candles should be forming near your already drawn lines. And all these patterns, double dhamaka, I mean, Dhamaka, Double Dhamaka, and normal, they are on 5 minutes time frame. I repeat, these formations are on 5 minutes time frame, and we will try to find out them near our already drawn resistance or support on the chart. So if you remember the last session which we did, I think on Independence Day or one day before to that, I clearly asked you to take entries near the top of the range or bottom of the range, right? We are not supposed to act anywhere in between. So these few lines which I have said since the beginning are the most important lines for taking any entry. You need to watch this video 10 times so that it fits in your head and brain that you should not be acting or taking trade anywhere in the middle. You have to, your eyes should be finding these setups near the lines which you have already drawn on your chart on bigger time frame, that is 1 hour or a daily. I cannot, I mean, put more force on these words. I have said in a very simple English. It is up to you now to fit this into your brain and head. Still, if you act in FOMO in between, then that will be your choice. My clear instructions, not instructions, in fact, my experience says that you should be finding them near your already drawn levels on the chart, be it stocks or be it options. In options, we have already lines drawn on our index option charts or stock options chart, right? So we have already lines drawn using our mathematical calculations, which we will learn in future. So we are supposed to look all these setups near those lines in options or on stocks, the lines which we will draw, which we are drawing on higher time frame. All right. So now I will move to the, just a second, what happened to this? Yes. Mhm. So we will move to first setup, that is Dhamaka by setup. So these are few formations wherein we should be looking for a support formation. It is very evident from the picture what formation I am looking for. I will still go on chart and I will start showing you the Dhamaka buy formations, right? Dhamaka setup for buying. It should be near your lines. So we don't have any lines here already drawn. So let me take any um, stock randomly, and then we will see, right? So support, for an example, we have this. Let me draw some supports and resistance rather in this chart, first of all, for you, right? So what can we see here? Let's go on a daily chart first of all. ICICI Bank. Yeah. All right. So what can we see is we can clearly see some selling pressure from here, right? We have a selling pressure somewhere here, and we have some buying happening somewhere here, right? This is what my eyes says at first glance in this stock, right? So this is something which I can draw on a higher time frame if this stock is on my radar using any method. Now, if I have to trade, let's say buying Dhamaka, if I have to find, so I have to find something here near my drawn lines. I will not find buying Dhamaka here, or I will not find sell Dhamaka here, or I will not find double Dhamaka here. I will not find double Dhamaka sell here. Everything I have to find here or here. Simple and clear, I hope, right? So this example I have. given you where we are supposed to take entries. Let me delete this and then I will show you what steps we need to follow for. First, we will see Dhamaka Buy, right? What is Dhamaka Buy? See this now. Keep a close eye on it. What I am doing. I have to see any support formation. So no support formation happening as per simple Dhamaka Buy, right? A Dhamaka Buy. Not here. It happened here, but candle closed below it, so not valid. Not so. This is valid if you see this. Can you see this? This candle went below the low of this candle, but closed above it. So this is a support. What I have to do now, this is my support form. So let me write just a second. Let me write this. Just a second. Yes. What I will write here, this is my support. See, this is my support. So this is what I have drawn in those images, if you can recall. My next step is this support should not become invalid. Right? By invalid, I mean no candle should be closing below it. If it closed, this support will be invalid and I will delete it. As simple as that. Right? Now, what is my next step? My next important step is to look for any low volume red candle after this formation. So this air support form, my eyes should be searching now after this for low volume red candle. If I have to buy, I am looking for Dhamaka buy. So I have to look for low volume red candle. Watch this video so many times and you will learn it, right? No red candle, no red candle, no red. This is a red candle. But see this thing. Yes, it is a red candle. What I want now, any closure above this red candle, right? So this is going to be my. Just a second. I'll mark. To just a second. Let me mark this. Yes, it will be more easier, right? So this is my reference candle. For now, I will initiate my buy trade any closure above this candle with a stop loss or closing below this candle. I repeat, closing below this candle, not any wicks. It should be a proper closure below this candle. Right? Now, this doesn't closes above it, but now if any before, I mean, if no candle closes above it and a new low volume red candle forms, so this candle will become invalid and I will take that new low volume red candle as my reference. So here what happens? No, no closure above it, no closure above it, red candle, but it is a high volume. So always compare the volume with the previous volume only. I repeat, no comparison with this volumes. Comparison only with previous candles. I am not gonna compare with this. I have to compare volume of this candle with this candle's volume. Again, I repeat, watch this video 10 times so that these things fits in your mind. There are few people who gets confused in this. It is a simple thing. You have to compare it with previous candle volume. As simple as that, irrespective of color of previous candle. All right. Now it does not have a low volume. Its volume is higher than this candle. So this is not of my reference. Still, my reference candle is this, and I'm waiting for any closure above it. Now see, a new red low volume candle forms with a low volume as compared to this previous candle, no closure above it. So I will make this candle high and low as my reference. See, so this is my reference candle. Any closure above this candle, I will take entry there on my above high. So suppose if anything closes like this, anything closes like this. So I'll be stupid to take entry here, right? I will be called stupid to take entry here. I have to wait till this point. What is my high of this candle, right? I will wait for prices to come back here and I will take entry here with a stop loss of 1 rupee, right? So now let's see what happens here. A closure happened above it and the prices came here to touch the high of this candle. So let's mark this candle like this, right? This is my reference candle. Closure happened, prices came back. I took entry here. Let's say in this red candle, I am taking my entry here. Now I have to wait either for my SL or 1 is to 2 target at least. So what is my stop loss? My stop loss is 1 rupee 25 paisa only, and I want 2 rupees 50 paisa at least from this trade. I took entry in this candle because prices came to retest. It closed under it. In next candle, nothing happened. The third candle, my stop loss hits and it from 1 rupee 30 paisa, it increased to 1 rupees 30 paisa and it increased to 2 rupees 30 paisa. So I made a loss of 2 rupees 30 paisa. There is no escape from it. You cannot sit with the hope of coming back and you can go out on cost to cost. If anything has closed below it, you have to get out. So it was nothing but just a SL hunting and because prices were supposed to go. Why I'm forcing close? Because many of you know about SL hunting. Our reference candle is being targeted by big money and they create wicks here to get you out of the system so that we have made it as a rule that we have to wait for a closure below it. In options, the losses can be big. So it is your choice whether you want to go out in stop loss hunting or you want to wait for a closure in stop loss cases, right? In options. But in stocks, you should wait for a closure. All right. So here we have a stop loss. This is a Dhamaka bicycle. I will not go for any revenge trading, but still here I will show you how does it work, right? If I have given a stop loss, that means my day in this stop should be over, right? I shouldn't be doing any revenge trading here. So again, so this support is still valid because no candle has closed below it, right? So support is still valid. I have given my stop loss here. Now I will start looking for a new red candle again until unless this support stands true. It has not yet been broken, right? Let's see any other low volume red candle. So this is low volume red candle formed. One more low volume next candle forms. See this? And it gives a closure above it, right? But here is what our logical ability comes into place. if we can see something like this, that I have drawn a line, prices are not able to move my previous entry point only, right? Still they are under it. It is taking rejection. Look at the type of candle it made. Always remember these things. These are very basic things. You cannot enter in a trade in candle like this. See, the size of candle is 2.2, wick is 1 here, and wick is 60 paisa here, will be 60 paisa. How is the body? Body is hardly 60%. So if you remember my last session, I clearly said you should be entering in good candles. This is not a good candle which closed above it, right? So here is what your decision making comes into place. If you are a FOMO player, you will enter here again. Here again, you will not use your mind and you will again lose the trade with one more stop loss, right? So this is where our logical thinking comes into place. Now, this is this is a reference candle, but not an ideal entry happened here. I will wait. One more low volume red candles form. So I will move, cancel this thing. I will move it to here. Red. One more low volume red candle forms. I will move my reference candle to here. One more low volume form without closing above this. Another new red candle form. I will move it to here. Now see what is happening. This candle closed above it, but again, not a good candle closure, right? This is not a good candle. But now see this. This is a decent candle to enter. Look at the lower wick is very big, however, upper wick is small. Now we can enter into this trade with our entry is this and SL is this. So you might miss entry with how much paisa? See, 10 paisa. So a buffer would be required of 10, 20, 30 paisa. Let's say if you are trading in 100 quantities, put 50 quantities with 20, 30 paisa above, put 20, I mean half quantity 20, 30, 50 paisa above, and half quantity exactly at this point, right? So that you should get a trade. Now, what happens after this? We get an entry, suppose somewhere here. If I have taken a stop, a buffer of 20, 30 points, now my SL is still 1.25 paisa only. And previously I lost 2 rupees 30 paisa, right? Now, how much I would be gaining in this trade? I have made 2.2 rupees. If I can trail till the end of the day in equity, trailing is very easy. Don't do anything. Just keep trailing. I will tell you the trailing method also, right? After completing all entries method. So I would have made 1 is to 4.6 risk reward. By risking 1.25 rupees, I made 5.75 rupees. If I minus 2.3 rupees, which I lost, still I am closing the day with 3 rupees profit in this trade, right? But this is a revenge trading. One loss done, close this stop, right? Don't do revenge trading in the same step. Why I'm showing? Because I wanted to explain you this method that these situations can happen with you, right? So if these things are very important to monitor, especially this thing which I showed you. This is not a good candle to enter. Okay. All right. Now we have we have just discussed Dhamaka buy segment. Let's see something else from this. Right. So my action point was this. I will not take action anything here. I will think of taking any actions here near my points. Let's see what happens here. So on 16th August, market is going up. It reached to my point here. Right. We are discussing about only Dhamaka buy as of now. So see, this is resistance forms. Now for Dhamaka cell, we are looking, right? Dhamaka cell, resistance form. Now my eyes should be looking for low volume green candle, right? In Dhamaka by we looked for low volume cell candle, red candle. Now we will look for low volume green candle. Keep an eye. Red, green forms, but no low volume. Now see this green form, which has a low volume as compared to previous one. This is my reference candle. Anything closes below it? No, nothing. And if a new low volume green candle forms before a closure above below it to sell, we will move our reference to that candle. Now see, this is a new green candle forms. Does anything closes above it? No, nothing closes below it. Sorry, below it, nothing closes. A new green candle again forms. See this. Anything closes below it? No, here it closes below it, right? So, what do you think we should be selling here? I repeat, your logical thinking come into picture here, guys. See the wick of this candle. Let me mark all the wicks in black so that you can see them properly. If you are a FOMO player, you will not give importance to wick, which I explained you that day. But if you are a smart player, you will give importance to this wick. You will wait for another good candle to close below your point and then short. If you are FOMO players, you will be giving loss to the market within next candle. I hope this example gives you too much clarity, right? So no selling happened till here. Now see what happens. The green candle closes above our mark resistance. So I will delete this resistance now, delete this. My setup has been invalidated. My resistance is no more resistance. I will see if I can find any further resistance here. Now see, this is the resistance form. However, this is also a resistance form, right? You can consider this as a resistance. Now I have to find any low volume green candle. This is not low volume green candle. Our day is over. Simple. Stop looking into this, right? A day what over. So we will not initiate trade. In fact, after 2 p.m. in equity, so I don't do, right? Let's see some more examples. What is happening here? See, this is our resistance point on higher time frame. I mark this, right? So I will try to short it here. Let's see what is happening. I will not buy here. I will not look for dhamaka buy here, right? If you look for dhamaka buy here, then it is your choice. I will not because on higher time frame, see what I have already marked on higher time frame. I'm on higher time frame. I'm looking to buy here. I'm looking to sell here. As simple as that. So let's come here. What I'm seeing here. All right. So I can see a resistance here. No, no. Yes. I can see one resistance here. Right. Now I have to look for low volume red green candle to sell it. Right. This is my low volume green candle form. I can initiate my trade here, right? See, this is my low volume green candle. I can initiate exactly at my point. My stop loss is this 1.60 paisa. Example is in front of you. Prices came to do a stop loss hunting. See this, no closure above our candle. No closure, no closure. Sit patiently. You are not in option trading. You are not losing money with because of theta decay. You are person who have advantage of equities if you are trading. Just keep sitting here, don't do anything. Just wait. If any candle closes, exit from the trade. But here you are not supposed to do anything. Just wait for 1 is to 2 trade. 1.6 is the SL where you are getting 1 is to 2. Here you got 1 is to 2.7. Book half, bring half to cost, and enjoy the ride till the day end. See how much you got? 1 is to 7 for rest half quantity. By risking only 1.6 rupees, you got 7 point, how many? 11.7 rupees. This is how it works, right? I hope it makes sense to you. Your logical ability and FOMO thing will play a very important role. Type of candle matters a lot, and your entries matters a lot. You should not be looking for the dhamaka sell here. You should not be looking for dhamaka buy here, right? So here my eyes should be looking for dhamaka sell. My eyes should be looking for dhamaka buy. The already drawn supports on higher time frame which I have done. The already resistance I have drawn on a higher time frame. I should be looking for dhamaka sell here. I hope it makes sense to everyone. Now I will show you the same thing. Let's say on any option. Let's go to Nifty 24 200 CE. I still remember, yes, see, I still remember what happened on Friday. Those were the lines which I already shared with you. Now the prices if are coming to my supports. So these are my supports, right? On the top, prices are coming here, and the PE prices came here from the bottom. They, I mean, that become resistance to them. These are becoming support. So if prices from the top coming down, definitely these lines will act as support to them, right? Now I am active and I will look for any dhamaka buy here, right? So see what is happening here. Dhamaka buy formed, any low volume red candle. Yes, this is a low volume red candle. Okay. One more low volume red candle formed, boss. But see what happened. This candle closed below my support line. So my support became invalidated. However, this is something happened here, right? A new dhamaka, I mean, new support formed here with this candle, and see this as a reference, right? So the support and resistance should not be consecutively done by two candles, right? Again, make a note. It can be happen like this also, which I have just marked. See this. This candle tried to go below it, but it did not and closed above it. So this is my support. Now my eye should be looking for any low volume red candle again. Here it forms, though it is very far from our reference point. Our support is at 170. This is forming at 231. Does it make sense? If it makes sense to you, then you are in FOMO. It does not make sense to me. I will let it go. I have another method to take entry in this trade, and basis which I took on Friday. I will show you. Wait for a few more minutes. We will take this example again. So this is the markup buy. Let's go to Nifty 24,400 PE chart to see if we are put option seller, if we want to short anything, right? Short any option. Or let's say, I mean, consider it as a equity only. Don't consider it as a option. Let's imagine that this is only a equity chart, right? Or whatever chart. I want to short it. So suppose my option lines are here, here, or whatever. They are here, right? And the prices came to those lines on top. These lines are here, here. What I will see, my eyes should look for any resistance formation here so that I can sell it. Any resistance? No, this is not resistance because this candle closed above it. This one. This is a resistance. The closing. This is my resistance, right? It went above it but closed below it. So this is my resistance. Now what I have to do, I have to let me mark it in this way so that you can realize properly that this is my resistance, right? This is the resistance. Here it formed. Now what I have to do, I have to find any low volume green candle to short this instrument. This is a low volume green candle as compared to previous, right? I will mark it. No further new low volume green candle form. They went up and see the beauty happened here. I cannot take a stop loss of 52 rupees, boss. My stop loss would have been only 20 rupees in selling this option. Why would I enter something here? I will not. I will wait for the prices to come back here and then I will short. But it did not happen. Our reference candle was broken with such a huge support and huge pressure that prices from 217 ended at 66 rupees in the end. Let's see the same thing on, let's say, Nifty future chart. If, see, let's see. Now, this is clearly a support formation happening in Nifty futures, right? So if you let's mark it on 1 hour. I have shared all those charts with you already, right, that day. So you can clearly see it is a sorry, it is a kind of consolidation. Prices opened above it, and when something was resistance, it should become support now, right? This is what our logic was that day also. I make sure to check my charts which I shared with that day with you, right? Now, if prices are coming down here, I should be actively looking for Dhamaka buy. Let's see, are we getting anything or not? Is this a support? Yes, it is a support. See this. It tried going down, but it could not close below it, so it became support. Respect, see the respect this low is getting. No candle is able to close below it. This is what called beauty. Now I should start looking for a low volume red candle. Is this a low volume red candle? This is 77. Yes, this is a low volume red candle. Nothing closed above it, but a new low volume red candle forms in. Right? I have a new low volume red candle, and this is the result. You must have lost, missed the entry because this is my point. 16, 17 rupees SL prices with a force went up. I, as a safe player, would wait for price to come here, give me entry, and go back. But that never happened in this case, right? So let it be, miss the trade, but see the beauty of reference candle. Prices went like this. So stop loss was 17 rupees, prices moved 300 rupees, right? Let's see something more on uh, this futures chart only. Any Dhamaka cell setup formation happening? No. Any, no. Yes, this happened, but okay, let's consider this is a resistance have formed. Now I will look for low volume green candle. No low volume green, no, no, no. This is a low volume. After this is a low volume candle formed. However, this candle closed above this resistance. So I will delete this now and I will delete this as well. My resistance became invalidated by this candle. Any other? So now see. Uh, this is my new resistance form. See this. I tried going above this line. Now this is my new resistance. I will start again looking for low volume green. Any green low volume? No. Yes, this is a low volume green formed here, but prices did not close below it. They are again going up. Any low volume? This is low volume green. I will move my references. Any low volume green? No, 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 no. What is the volume of this candle? 21. So this is again a low volume green candle formed for me. See the importance this high is getting now, but this candle closed above this line, right? See this. So I have to delete this box. This is not a valid resistance now for me. However, I got a new resistance. I can mark this. See, I have a new resistance now. Now I should be again looking for a low volume red candle. This is a low volume, sorry, low volume green candle to sell. This is a low volume green. In a close, no. Now again a low volume green candle. Yes, I should be selling below it. But what happened? Again, same tragedy. 18 rupees stop loss and the profit was 100 rupees, but prices were moved so fast that they gave target huge run within two candles and they never came for our retest of our entry point to give us entry, which is perfectly fine to miss the trade. I can afford something like this to take entry here, something like this maximum, right, as a buffer, but I cannot afford to enter here by keeping stop loss of this. As simple as that. I hope this gives you a clarity, right? So we have discussed Dhamaka buy on supports. We have discussed Dhamaka sell on resistances. What is important in Dhamaka buy? After support, we have to find a low volume red candle and mark it as a reference candle. Unless anything closes above it, we will not take entry. And and there is no closure above our marked low volume red candle, a new low volume red candle forms. We will change our reference to that, but make sure our support is still valid. Support should not become invalid. What in case of Dhamaka cell setup, our resistance should be valid and we have to look for a low volume green candle. If we found a low volume green candle and there is no closure below it, we will not take entry. And suppose you have a low volume green candle, there is no closure below it, and a new green candle forms, low volume green candle forms, that will become our reference point. And we will start looking for a closure below that to take our entry, provided our resistance remain valid throughout all this uh, investigation which we are doing with the prices in live market. right? So these are the two things we discussed. I will now move to double dhamaka. Double dhamaka is nothing but, sorry, double dhamaka is nothing but we have to look two red and two green on our reference point. As simple as that. Two red, two green, it can be anything. And the lowest point of this formation, this is the lowest point, will be a support. It can be done by any candle out of these four. See, I have shown you all the probable possibilities, right? Be it by last candle, be it by second, be it by third, be it by first. So the lowest point would be our support in this case. And after these four formations, I repeat, after these four formations, we have to start looking for a low volume red candle, and the process going to be the same. Let's see. I found that while I was showing it to you that time. Let's watch this chart in that way. Have we deleted yeah, those lines? I should, yeah. Anyways, let me draw it again for you. A support and resistance which we drew, right? So what was that? Yes. So something like this I found that resistance I was seeing and a kind of support I was able to see somewhere. Yeah, see this not exactly this, but the same. Right. So let's move to a smaller time frame. My eyes should be looking for double dhamaka here, guys, right? Here, my double dhamaka here. Let's start from here. Prices came in my support area. I should be active enough to see double dhamaka. One, two red, one, two green. I have a double dhamaka. As simple as that. I have a low volume red candle. As simple as that. This is my reference candle. I will wait for closer above it. Prices moved too far. They came till here only. A 1 rupee buffer. If you can risk 1 rupee buffer, if you can make this as a stop loss 3.3, you can. If you are new to this concept, you have to wait for this point. Prices did not come. Bad luck. You missed it. If you are old, जैसे बोलते हैं ना पुराना चावल, people who are with me from last 1 year, they are पुराना चावल in this method. I mean, I could take entry in this candle, to be very true, because just by looking candles, I have that experience now. You will, and I have been saying this since beginning. Right. You will also get experience because, but for that you have to do lot of efforts and practice in this method. Right. But you being new, you have to wait for this or a maximum of 50 paisa sell, but this was a more than 1 rupee sell. So you can avoid it. However, let's see the accuracy. The SL was 2.30. It gave 1:4 or 5 trade. I mean, if you can hold it till end, that's your choice. 1:6, 7, 8, it gives. Right. Let's see one more thing. We are looking for price coming back to our region, and my eyes will be active to see double dhamaka buy setup. Prices came to my region. I have one two red, one two green. Lowest point is this. Have a valid support formed. My eyes are open to see any low volume green. This is what low volume green I found. However, I want prices to go above it for me to enter, but unfortunately, a new low volume green red formed. So this become invalid. I will. Move my markers to here. One more low volume rate form. I will mark my markings here, guys. I will enter above it. So it went closed above it. This is 11.55.9. This is 11.56.9. Again, 1 rupee difference. Don't make it more than 50 paisa difference, right? I'll simply put my order here. The moment it closed, I'll put my order here at 11.55.9, half quantity, 11.56.3, half quantity, right? Prices will come back to give you entry and you get 1 is to 4 in this trade. You is 1.25 rupees, you got 4.5 rupees. Alright, you have to trade. The moment you start getting 1 is to 2 in the trade, book something and bring rest quantity on the cost. And that is how it is gonna work. Trailing thing I will explain you in the end of session. But for now, see this, right? Let's see the something more here. Let's go to Nifty chart. Nifty futures only, right? Let's try to see some double markup. So see, as I said, we missed this entry, but we did not see this. What happened in double dhamaka, two red, two green. Now I'm looking for any low volume red candle. What is this? Uh, 77, 75. Yeah. One more low volume red. Yeah. Okay. So we would have missed this here as well. It shooted up like anything, right? Which is fine. Let's, I mean, I cannot mark by default. Yes. So we were selling Nifty that day, right? If I am correct, we sold Nifty this day on Tuesday. Yes. When I mean on Monday night when we discussed that dangerous pattern. So what happened here? See something. This was our resistance, right? So I will look something uh, double. Okay, so we are not at double dhamaka sell. We are only looking for double dhamaka buy, right? Yes, double dhamaka buy. So I'll go to double dhamaka sell afterwards. Let's see only double dhamaka buy. तो बाइंग मोड तो इसमें अभी तक तो दिख ही नहीं रहा था बट स्टिल let's see if we can find out something. We haven't marked any reference candles reference line, but still see just to show you this is two red, two green. This is a reference point, but we got a close. No, we don't. We did not get any close below it. All right. So after this low volume red, this formed nothing closed. This is my reference candle. This closed above it. My entry activated. I should be entering here. There is top of this. Prices came till 24,001.9. It came to 2407.65. So this is Nifty. I mean, in stocks, if I'm saying you 50 paisa, so in Nifty, so you have to manage it, right? 2, 3 rupees at least. So if you would have trading options, so this is 1, 2 rupees based on futures, or if even if you are trading futures, so this is 6 rupees difference to you, right? So it came till here after activating your entry and it went in here. So 1 is to 7 trade it gave to you. All right. Uh, uh, uh. Let's see something more on this chart only. Let's rather first mark some important points of our references. All right. Let's go back. In fact, this is not chart, this is repeating. But yeah, maybe see this. This can be a good reference point for us. Right. So let's try it on 18th April day. Let's move to this is 18th April, right? 19th April. Let's move to 5 minutes and let's go to 19th April. Let's see what happened on 19th April. All right. So on our reference point, which is our support, we have marked on high time frame. I want to see a double dhamaka by formation, right? Let's see. Normal dhamaka easily available here, right? Even if I'm looking for normal dhamaka, so I should start looking for a low volume red candle. This is low volume red candle, nothing. Sorry. This is right. And this is, let me change their color so that you can differentiate. Okay, so yeah, so no closer, but I got a new red candle here. All right, see this. Now see the beautiful thing in front of you. Candle closed above it. We have entry activated. We got entry exactly to our price. This is a stop loss. Prices went little up. Prices came back to hunt your stop loss. Buddy, see this. They came back to hunt your stop losses. And what happened later? It's something which we expect from this method. 1 is to 9 in index. You risked 32 rupees, you got 286 rupees. Nothing less, nothing more. Trailing, I will explain you, but I went randomly to someday, right, to show you this. So I hope this method is also clear. Double dhamaka buy. Now let's move to double dhamaka sell setup. Same thing, no rocket science. In double dhamaka buy, we were looking for two red and two green. Now we will look for two green, two red, two green, two red, two green, two red, two green, two red, and highest high point created by any candle would be our resistors. Either second, either third, either first, either fourth. Any top point would be our resistance. And what we will look now? We will look for low volume green candles. In double dhamaka buy, we were looking for low volume red. So let's do it like this. Dhamaka buy, it has a formation of two candles only, and we want to look for low volume red candle for our entry. Double dhamaka buy is a formation of four candles, right? It is a double of normal dhamaka. Four candles, and we look for low volume red candle. What is dhamaka sell? It is a formation of two candles. We look for low volume green candle on top to sell. What is double dhamaka sell? It is a double of dhamaka, formation of four candles, and we look for low volume green candle to sell. Very simple, very easy. Let's see this now. What we can see on Nifty. Let's check it on ICICI Bank first. Then probably we can go to Nifty. Yeah, because we have already marked on Britannia. So see, this is my marking. I have two green, two red. I have a double the marker formation here. My eyes would be looking for low volume green. I have a low volume green cell here. This is the green candle. I will be selling something here, right? The moment anything closes below it. So it closed here. My entry point is 1178.850. Prices came till 1177.9. 60 70 paisa difference. Let's consider it. 1.8 rupees SL. So unless these top loads is small now, 1 rupees, 2 rupees, you can do a margin of, give it as a error of margin of 40, 50, 60 paisa, right? If your stop loss is already 15 rupees, let's say, and a difference, I mean, you cannot make it 30 rupees, right? 15, you can make it 16, 17 rupees. but you cannot make it 25, 30 rupees. That is what my logic is all about while doing a buffering, right? To give a buffer in any trade. So if it is already 1.8 rupees, which is very small stop loss, I don't know if you have ever learned or seen this system anywhere which gives you such a small stop losses. So you can manage 40, 50 paisa, right? So this is where, let's say if I enters, I got 1:8 trade. I risked 1 point, how much rupees? 1 point, I mean, here it was only 1.25. I increased my stop loss, let's say here, or let's say here even 2.45. I entered here, but I am getting in return is 13 rupees, 1:5 per RR. Isn't that beautiful? Now, let's see here. Double dhamaka, right? I can see it. I am not, I hope you should also be able to. Now I want to look for any green small candle, low volume. Yeah, I got it here. I have a closure. I have a perfect entry. My stop loss is 2.55. I am done for the day with 1:5 trade again. I raised 2.5. I got 13 rupees. So that is the beauty to trade near your reference level. There are people who are overpowered by FOMO in the market and they trade here, right? But I want you to trade here. Let the formation happening at your point. Then trade, boss. Don't look for formation happening in between. Anyway, don't be in FOMO. You have to wait and trade will come itself to you. Trust me, right? Now let's see one more here. Again, prices came here. There is no formation of double dhamaka. I can't see neither dhamaka. Let's see. Okay, so I can see a dhamaka formation here. I will look for a small green candle. Okay, I got this as a small green candle. This is my stop loss. Entry earlier, let's say, was 11.575, but it came till 11.7485. Again, peak 60, 70 paisa rupees, and it gave me 1:4 per trade, which is decent enough. All right, let's go to Nifty futures for double dhamaka sell thing. It's 12:30 in the night, but that is fine. I can manage. So, yeah, let's see this. I mean, since last so many days, we were considering this as our selling point, right? This was also a small resistance. These points, right? So let's see what we could have uh, got here. Let's go ahead. So see why this point? This point has importance. This right. So it is again very good. I mean, you cannot trade here using this method because you don't have any already reference points. This formed on 2nd August, and then we can give it as a reference. So now we have a double dhamaka formation in the beginning. This low volume green form, we took it, RSL hit, right? Which is fine. This is a reference resistance as of now for this day. We gave a SL of how many points here? 31 and definitely, I mean, if you are trading in futures, so this is your 31 rupees SL, right? You trade one lot of future and you got 750 rupees loss. Now my resistance is still valid. I got another low volume green candle here, right? Closer I got here. My entry also got filled here and I gave 31 rupees. I took back from market 161 rupees. I am closing my day with 130 rupees, right? If stop losses are small, that depends on you. You want to take another trade or not, or you want to close your system because the loss limit is reached. Now let's move to another day. So the beauty of this system is only the stop losses will be small so that you can take trades. Now see the point which we marked again. What is this? No, this is not a double dhamaka sell. No, 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 no. We did not get any double dhamaka sell yet. Right. In the end, uh, obviously we will not trade something here. But now see, prices are approaching our point. We have we have this normal dhamaka. We don't have double dhamaka here. No, we have a normal dhamaka, resistance formed, low volume green formed. Okay. All right. I have a low volume green formed here. This can be my stop loss. I got a beautiful entry and I can ride it till here. 1 is to 10 trade, 200 points. I am not saying you can eat 200 points, but see, you have a very small stop loss so that you will not be suffering with fears anymore, right? This is the mark. I'm not double the mark. All right. So now let's see here. Prices came to our zone, right? I want to short. I have a resistance, one green, two green, one red, two red. Now I will see for a small low volume green. This is not low volume. This is low volume. Yeah. Another low volume I got. All right. I have, uh, I got an entry here. Market 11 rupees. And this trade gave me 1 is to 2. And it reverted and took our stop loss. Our resistance is still valid for the day. My stop loss got hit here. So I will start looking for low volume green candle after this, which took my stop loss, right? I will not consider anything here. These are weak players. A proper stop loss hunting happened here, or it is a strong player, I would say, who took the SL of this seller. Any low volume green candle? Yes, this is my low volume green candle. One more form. See this. Entry. Yes. Why not? If I am putting this 2446, prices came to give you entry only 4 rupees difference. Why not? We should take an advantage of it. 90 rupees SL, 19 rupees and 150 rupees profit in 3 candles. Game over. Right. So this is all about double dhamaka sell set. I hope I have tried to explain in a very basic language and very slowly. You need to watch this video 10 times. It will be available to you in this group. Be a perfectionist in this method, right? Now, let's move to this thing. Normal entries. What are normal entries? Let's take any stock. What should I? Wait, JSW still maybe. Let's take it, right? What is normal entry? Let's read it first. Normal entry is nothing, guys, but a first 5 minute candle. So dhamaka, double dhamaka, you have to find it out. It can happen anytime during the day near your levels, right? Be it 12 p.m., 1 p.m., 11 p.m., 10 p.m. But near your levels. But normal entry method is something which we have to start from first 5 minute only. So a first 5 minute candle, suppose near your levels, let's say you have a resistance in any stock. Let's show you this. Suppose you have a resistance and a first 5 minute candle is forming something like this here, and this is of let's say green color. Then a next candle we need to wait is forming of opposite color, red. And whatever is the high of this, low of this, low of this, low of this will be our range. Whenever price will break this range upside, we will take a trade upside with a stop loss of nearest swing. Whenever price break this, we will short it nearest swing as our stop loss. Let's see this as examples. First, we need to mark some reference level, right? Without that, we cannot do any example. So it is, so this is a very consolidated chart. I don't know, we can see anything here or not. Yes, let's see if we can get anything here. So these are the labels which I can think of, right? Looking at these huge volume, I mean, huge buying pressure, I can think of, right? So let's see what happens. So at the bottom, first of all, see this. Let's try doing this. In this case, bottom pay we have a double dhamaka. We have a low volume red. We got this. We got an entry. What happened here? We got entry here. We have a stop loss here. How much did we get in that day? No stop loss here, right? So during that in that day, we got 1:3 ka risk reward, 9 rupees profit, right? 2 rupee, 2.5 ka risk taken. But we are discussing a normal entry, right? So normal entry is something will look like this. So this is a first candle. I will wait for next candle. It is not of different color. Third candle, not of different color. Fourth candle, yes, it is of different color. Now I have a range. Now, unless prices break either up or down, I will not trade. I got a breakout here. I will take my entry at my point. This is my recent swing low. See this swing highs, swing high, low. So that is why I am keeping recent swing as my stop loss. I entered in this candle. I got easy 1:2. We got entry at 12:40 p.m. But our range will be defined in initial 1, 2, 3, 4 candles, right? So this is how a normal entry works. Let's see something here. This is my first 5 minute candle. I'm sorry. Yes. Am I getting any candle opposite? So this is useless now. Game बज चुका है already. I will not trade here. Already 3% movement done. Why would I look for any trade here, right? Got it. Let's see something here. Market opened gap down. I have a first candle here. I have a second candle here. I have a range. At the moment range will be broken, it got broke here. I got a very decent short entry exactly here. This is my recent low. See this? Prices from here went till here and they came here, right? So, I mean, it did not give much time, but if you put it on, let's say, on a smaller time frame, don't be confused if I'm moving it to smaller time frame. But what my logic says, what happened? So let's move it to 5 minute. In where we were, yes, we were here. So if we move, we are on 2nd August. Let's see. Don't consider this method on smaller time frame. I'm just checking it, right? I'm checking something whether it is a swing in smaller or not. So no, this is not a swing on a smaller time frame. But if you can, I mean, if it is within your range to take this much stop loss of 11 rupees, you can attempt this trade. If not, you can mark this. So I mean, by naked eyes, it is appearing that prices on the range they came down. They again tried to go up from here, but got a rejection immediately, right? So whoever is the buyer here, he also got trashed. So that's why I am considering this as a stop loss. 4.8 rupees stop loss, and how much I got? 1 is to 1.5 trade. And then suppose, I mean, I did not, until unless I will get 1 is to 2, I will not book, first of all. I am not getting 1 is to 2. So I cannot move my quantities here as a stop loss. That would be unfair if you are doing equities. I need to get 1 is to 2 at least. So I got 1 is to 2 somewhere here. I will book, and that's how your patience will grow. You started your trade at 950, you closed it at 235. You risked 4 rupees, you got 10 rupees. You do not have any decay, any theta which can go against you. You are trading equities, boss. You have an advantage. So this is the beauty of equity, right? At the moment 1 is to 2, time is about to over. Either I can go full out from here, or you can do whatever you want, right? So this is how a normal entry works. Let's see something here. Let's delete everything. I mean, just consider these all are ranges. First candle formed. Now this is another different color candle. So I have a range. The high and low of the range. I am not marking by default high of the first candle. See again, watch this picture which I have shown to you. The high and low could be of first candle, second, whatever, right? So I have to mark the high and low of range. Price did not do anything. Price came around 11. This is my swing recent wherein I can definitely put my stop loss. A very good trade I got after 11 a.m. in this slide. Now let's take this example. Price is open gap down. I have a first candle. I have a second candle. price shooted up, right? I cannot enter here. This is a far above my closing price. But if you see, I mean, this is again 2.5 rupees difference. It is increasing my stop loss. I will let this trade go. I will not trade it. What about this? Let's say I am repeating these things should be happening near your reference lines, what you are marking on bigger time frame. What I am showing just a method. Don't consider that I am you can also take anywhere in between. Unless there is reference point on bigger time frame, you are not supposed to trade it, boss. As simple as that. Mind it. I think I have said this thing 50th time maybe now. So this is my first candle and no opposite. So I have opposite color. This is my range, right? Initial. I got an entry here, 898.35. They came till, yeah, very close to it. And this is my stop loss. So stop loss is 8 rupees. You have to manage your quantity, right? Almost 1%. It is a quite big stop loss. I mean, till 1% is fine, not more than 1%. Never ever trade anything which has more than 1% stop loss. And I got 1.8, which is fine, right? So it gave us 11.25. It did not give us 1 is to 2 trade. You can close it on your cost. When see if you see at around 1 p.m., 2 p.m. prices came back here, close the trade on cost. Or I mean 1 is to 1, though I don't suggest. But in the beginning, if you want, you can at least protect your profit. Something you can go on 1 is to 1, but that is not fair, right? 1 is to 1. If you trade 1 is to 1, you cannot be a profitable. So yeah, let's see something on Nifty futures also. Can we see a normal entries there or not? So let's see this. First to this is my range. And if I trade it using this range, what is this? 24310.35, 310.14. What is the close of this candle? No, so if this close, this can be my entry. This is my recent swing. And I got how much? 1 is to 2 almost, right? So this is fine. And then it gave closer above it, a very good point here, but a stop loss it is little deep in this case. I will not trade it, right? The stop loss is deep. And let me tell you what number I gave you that day. Remember this 24435? This was the high of initial first hour of the market. And I clearly ask you just observe it at 12:30. Go and check my message. The moment it started, I mean, prices started accepting this price now, this high price of morning hours here, here, in these two candles. I messaged you all, just draw this line and see the BOT. And it took, see this rejection, and then whatever happened, you all must have observed in the market, right? So no normal entry here. Let's see this. What about this? So this is one, this is two. Sorry, prices gave this. They came to give me entry, suppose this, and they took my stop losses. Right? Again, I am not sure whether it was near my line or not, near my drawn lines. This is, I mean, blindly I'm showing you the method. Don't judge it that it took a stop loss or it is giving me a big profit. It every method since beginning, all these five images which I will share. will be effective only when you attempt trade using them near your already drawn reference levels. As simple as that. I cannot say it more than this. Eh, Let's say Wipro, let's consider it. All right. So, for example, this is first candle, this is second candle. We have a range here. We got a closure of it. We take a trade, very minimal difference, right? We'll put this as a stop loss. We'll take 1:2 easily, right? And say, I mean, I don't know what this line I have drawn for Wipro on my chart, what it is. It must be some formation, probably. So yeah, see, this is the support, this is the resistance here. We will sell here, we will buy. If it is already drawn, let's observe it from top. What is happening in it? From yeah. So let's say during this day, this is our above, this is our range, nothing is happening. Let's see any dhamaka or double dhamaka. So you can get entry using anything. These are multiple entry methods which you need to love and learn. You can get entry using anything. Any resistance formation? Yeah, I can see this resistance. See this? This high is not getting break. I mean, they tried but came under it, right? So maybe not this. So yeah, this is more evident to us. Now I have to look for any low volume green candle. All right, I got it here somewhere. 65 paisa stop loss, a decent entry I got. I got how much? I don't know. 1:10 cut rate. 65 paisa I risked. I got 6 rupees. What else you need in life? It can't be better than this. So yeah, let's see if we can get any double dhamaka sell here or dhamaka sell here. No, two green, two red. All right, I have a double dhamaka resistance and I mean resistance here. What I will see, I will try to see any small green. Yeah, I have that as well, guys. All right, any entry? Okay, it came back to give us entry. This is our reference, 1 rupee only. All right, not bad. 1:4. We got prices came again to hunt, but came back down. If you can ride, you can go. So 1:4 per trade. By risking 1 rupees, you are getting 4 rupees. All right. So yeah, that is about entries. Now let me tell you a very beautiful thing. How to trail your profits. How to trail your profits. It is very simple method. It requires your patience. How to trail your profits. Right. The moment you enter any trade, suppose I entered here, I should not be exiting it if you are trailing it. I mean, if you have a decent quantity, right, which is in your control. If you have a big quantity, then it will not work because your emotions will overpower you, and they does overpower me as well many times. To be very true, right? Because when I trade with big quantities, these things become very tough to handle. But if you are trading with decent quantity, small quantities, right? I don't want to name the quantity or specify the number, but as if this is in limit, let's say, if if I am taking a risk of 20,000 in a trade, right? So that is something beyond my days limit, right? I cannot afford to lose that much. If I am risking something 5,000 in a trade, for an example, I'm just saying. that is within my limit. So I can follow this rule very easily, right? So that's why I always say uh, use those quantities wherein if they go against you, you don't feel hurt. And when you don't feel hurt, means quantity is in control and you can ride it. So what you have to do is the moment you enter, you need to wait for two green candles in your favor, right? If you are shorting a trade, so two red candles, I mean, consider opposite by default. Green is for buying, red is for selling. If you're selling, then you have to consider two red candles. So now two green candles formed, bring your stop loss here, right? Trailing stop loss here. Unless two red candles forms, you will not move your stop loss. These are two green forms. This is high. I am not gonna shift my trailing stop loss. Now see the high of this two green candles taken. Now I will bring my stop loss to this swing. I will wait for two green candles. Greens are forming. No need to move it. Forming. All right. So now I have two red candles. I will bring my stop loss to two green candles which formed previously before forming these two red candles, right? My stop loss is this now, trailing stop loss. This is we are riding profit. This is not the stop loss. This is trailing stop loss. It is a method to ride your gains. Now, if something hits this, I am happy to out from the market. Now see, nothing is forming. Again, my high is being taken out by this candle. So I will move it to the swing, right? Nothing is happening. Two red formed. You can bring your profits to this. I mean, the moment two red forms, na, bring your profits to nearest two green candles to trail your stop loss. You can ride big time, right? So this is my high. Again, my high is taken out, boss. I am smart enough to bring it to swing. I will wait for two reds to form. No two reds. Now see two reds form here. What I will do, I will bring my stop loss to nearest to green and was I am out from the market here. I entered here, I trailed till here. This is how you can trail your profits. Suppose, let's see this. All right, suppose you shorted this option here. Uh, what is the close is 262.35. So, okay, right. So let's consider this as a double the marker cell setup. This is two green, two red. Now my eyes will be looking for a small green. This is a small green, another new small green, and I got a closure here. So this is my stop loss initial. My trade, see, this is the low of this candle is 266, 262.55, and the closure of this is 262.35. So my entry gets activated here. My initial stop loss is this 116 rupees in this. Now see how we can write this trade. Two red forms. I want I will move my trailing stop loss the moment from here. This is my current to here. The moment two green forms it, right? It is opposite of previous example which you did. My low is taken out. I will move my stop loss to the swing. Red, 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 red. Okay, boss. Two green formed here. I will bring my stop loss to nearest two reds. One, two. Two green forms. I have brought my stop loss to nearest two. Okay, boss. My again low is being taken out. I am smart enough. I will bring my stop loss to nearest low. Let it happen. Okay. Now see two green formed here. One, two. I will bring my stop loss to nearest to red candle, right? The high of these two. In green, we were doing the low. In red, we will make it high. I mean, this is very basic thing. You should be aware of it, right? Why I'm marking high here? Because I have shorted this instrument. Okay, boss. My low is again being taken out. I will bring my stop loss to swing and I will keep riding it. No to green. Okay, boss. Let's run it. Let's keep running it. No to green. All right. One, two green formed. I will bring my stop loss to nearest two reds. Okay, boss. My stop loss never hit in this again. All right. Great. My low is again taken out. I will bring my stop loss here. Oh, great. 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 अब बताओ कहाँ क्लोज करना है ये ऑटो स्क्वायर ऑफ करना है zero the we will give 50 rupees to auto score of the trade as a tip because we made 180 rupees in this option. On such days, you can enjoy riding your profits like this. This is one of the best methods to trail when you have decent quantity. If you have more quantity which can overpower your emotions, you cannot do this. I repeat, when you have decent quantities, you are trading with 2, 5, 10 lots, you can do it easily. You have bought 500 quantities, 10,000, 1,000 quantities, let's say in options. आपकी सात पुश्ते भी ट्रेन नहीं कर सकती हैं सर unless you have limited quantities, right? 5 lots, 10 lots maximum. You can do it easily and you can make a big equivalent to what you will make in 1,000 quantities on options. And same is the case with equities, right? So I don't know how much time gone till now. It is 1 a.m. in the night, and I even don't know the duration of this video. When I will stop it, I will simply upload it in the group. Please manage my voice, as I said in the beginning. And I think it should be clear enough because I'm sitting very close to my system using its microphone. If it case it doesn't, and if you don't get any part of this meeting, this recording, feel free to message and ask me. But guys, please utilize tomorrow's day. Watch this. Those who are new, if you still feel any doubt, message me. I will help you. Drop message in the group. I will help you. For people who knows these concepts as we did last year, it should be a very good revision to you. I never discussed about the candle formations on our levels previously, right? Because that is something I wanted to tell or wanted to check whether you have such logical thinking or not. However, I have explained this now, so that should be a new thing for you that you should not be entering on weak candles, right? We discussed it a few days back, also 2, 3 days, and in options also using dhamaka or double dhamaka. You should be strictly following the candle formation. Second, the stop loss trailing method should be a new thing to you, all the old guys. And for new people who are not aware of my concept, I don't think there are more than one or two. Most of you knows these things, but please do not disregard this video. I'm putting efforts. It's such night for you. Watch it. Ask me questions. It will help you. All right. So after this, the moment this meeting, I mean, recording stopped, I will upload it straight up in the group, and I will share these images, right? One, two, three, four, five as well. Read these images first, then watch this video. I repeat this. Okay. All right. Thank you so much, and have a happy Sunday. And yeah. All right. Bye. Take care.